funny to me. It's real funny to me. Because typically what happens when someone who's held in high political acclaim or high regard or high standing in some way, typically when they are caught with their pants around their ankles too many times, typically there's some repercussions coming in, you know? Typically when they are caught time and time again not doing their job or not being up to snuff with the curriculum that would allow them to do their job correctly, funnily enough, typically this is a deterrent to that negligible behavior for that person where they either have to A, get it in gear, get up to snuff, get ready, tighten that ship, and get moving, or get out, get fired, or get down to the lowest common denominator of the totem pole, the bottom, underneath the boot of the position that you probably used to have. Typically, there is some sort of negative deterrent. There is some sort of consequence to you not doing your job. But it seems as though we've let someone just skate under the radar, just walk underneath it, just completely go underneath it in a veil of misogyny. So who am I talking about? None other than our gaming ambassador, Anita Sarkeesian. And some people are going to say, how dare you say that she's not doing her job? She's doing her best for women. Yes, she's doing her best for women. Let's just say she is doing her best for women. I don't think she's doing that, but let's just say I give you that. She's doing her best for women. That's not a gaming ambassador. That's not a gaming ambassador at all, because ambassador is a term, for those of you who don't know, allow me to be the first to teach you, is a term that is used holistically. If she is a gaming ambassador, she's not just your ambassador, woman. She's my ambassador. She's Johnny's ambassador, Jenny's ambassador, Katie's ambassador, Cardis's ambassador, Main Event TV's ambassador, Slick Boy's ambassador, everybody who has the controller in their hands, the little DS, portable, plays anything that is related to gaming culture at all. She is their ambassador, because not only is she supposed to bridge the outer gaps or the outer walls of the community to other communities and other forms of media outlets, but she's also meant to maintain the peace, the harmony, and represent everyone equally within that holistic idea of the gaming community. That is how you get the term ambassador. And the reason why I have a problem with her using this term ambassador to represent herself, even though it's a position that the gaming media at large has given her, is the simple fact that, well, as an ambassador, you can't just talk about certain issues and then just ignore other issues as if they don't happen, because where's Anita Sarkeesian, our gaming ambassador, when big companies are pretty much wiping their ass with gamers? Where is she for that? Oh, we don't want to hear that, though, I guess. So where is Anita Sarkeesian when the race issue is brought up? I see when it has to do with sexism and misogyny, she's right there front and center. She's got her sign and she's raring and ready to go. Where is she when the race issue is brought up? And the reason why I say this is because in many of her misogyny videos, she's shown the race issue, but she doesn't say anything about it. Just completely gets that broom and starts sweeping it under the rug as if it wasn't there. And a good example of this is when she was talking about, oh, how dare they in games misogynize women where they can beat and harass and hurt women physically. Now, I'm no advocate for domestic violence, whether it's man on woman or woman on man. I'm not. But we cannot sit here and deny that woman on man violence happens as well. And for those of you who don't know, in her gameplay videos, she's shown half-truths. Because yes, in Grand Theft Auto 5, you can beat a woman and leave her for dead, as she's shown. But you can also do that to a man. It's equality. It can happen to both sexes. This was not a mutually exclusive to the female gender issue. It wasn't, never has been, never will be. So let's just get that out there right now. Now, as far as what I mean by the race issue is because when she was showing a clip from Saints Row, I don't know if you noticed this, but yeah, there was a certain guy, a certain individual with a purple cape, you know, a giant blinged out pimp cup, or Holy Grail, whatever you want to call it. I was talking, hey, bro, you know, I got to get that skank, you know, I'm talking about go, bye, bye, bye. I don't know if you know that, but that is just on an equivalent level to black men stereotypes as anything that you brought up in your misogyny videos about the roles that women play. But you didn't want to say that. You didn't want to talk about it at all. I mean, as a gaming ambassador, you're not just supposed to be an ambassador just for women. But any group that you could see or make the argument that they're pushed down a totem pole or kept down, you should talk about. Now, there is a certain article. The link will be in the description below, I assure you. But it started off with talking about women are the niggers of the gaming community. Now, Anita, you would have been all over that talking about women need to rise up and stop this misogyny, but the fact that the N-word was dropped clear as day, right? No one wanted to talk about that. No one even wanted to bring that up. The fact that that word was even used to describe the situation. I mean, really, let's come on. The people have used it to write that quote to talk about all these things, misogyny and how misogynism is bad and how women are oppressed. But no one brought up the fact that if someone went out of their way to say women are the niggers of the video game community, that means niggers are the niggers of everything else. But in the video game community, we move up above women. You see where that goes? You see how that's bad for both parties, not just women? Do you see how that goes? Do you see what that advocates when you only talk about one side of the coin? Because I don't know if you know this, but as an ambassador, you're not just dealing with a coin. There's not just heads and tails. You're dealing with a multi-sided dice. You got certain people over here. You got certain people over here on all 6 faces of the game, baby. You got to pick it up. You got to pick up that slack. You actually have to represent everyone equally in a holistic way. Because I understand you have your feminist frequency and you have your feminist movement, and I understand that. And even though we disagree on many of these points, I just think that you have to keep in mind one key thing. If you are a gaming ambassador, we need to see more people holding you to the standard of that of an ambassador. Otherwise, you can't keep toting this title around. Because this is ridiculous. Because when gamers get screwed over by big companies, when EA makes these stupid moves and just screws over gamers, when Microsoft does things with the Xbox One that people didn't like, where were you, Anita? Where? Were you over there? Were you on your 15-minute break? Did you clock out early? Did you go to sleep and try to ignore it? Because I want to know. I want to know. Or is ambassador just one of those titles that they just bestowed on you to keep you quiet and keep you happy with a smile on your face because it really doesn't mean anything and it's just a bunch of fluff because you're never going to live up to the qualifications or the curriculum or the standards set by the community to do your job correctly in terms of the title that you have. Because if you just want to be a lobbyist and, just lobby for your people, then you just be a gaming lobbyist. Just cut that ambassador crap out of there and be a gaming feminist. Just do that. Because when you use ambassador, you do it for the people. Not just the women. And not just against the men you hate. But anything negative to the gaming culture at large as a goddamn whole. You don't get to pick and choose your spots as an ambassador. You don't. You never have. And you never will. Because this whole community is your damn job.